Episode 3. I was a teenage abomination. So last time I teased that we would have our own little Hogwarts knockoff. And that's what we have here. This is our introduction to Hexside. It's their school of magic and all sorts of wonderful shenanigans. Brock, I'm going to start with you. What are some things you noticed about the school?
That they literally reference Hogwarts when describing it with winding staircases.
Yeah. I do love how almost blatant this is, making fun of that other place.
Yeah, and my favorite thing, and I hope it gets showed more often, was the near Wilhelm level screaming school bell.
Oh, you hear that, Malf. You will never not hear that whenever they're at the school.
That probably got the biggest laugh out of me the entire episode. Little stupid stuff like that gets me.
You'll see a little stuff like that more.
Yes. Misao, when was the last time you heard Gus's voice and how?
I mean, technically in that episode from season 1.
So we meet a couple new characters, some that will be quite important to the story moving forward. First, we've got Willow. She is seemingly very proficient in plant magic, but for the purpose of this episode, she's kind of stuck in a class that clearly is not meant for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Amity, the top student.
I was just like, I saw them in the opening credits. I'm like, and you said he had a school, and then it opened again. I'm like, okay, those are the students, and I'm guessing the blue-haired, bitchy-looking character is going to be the Malfoy of the group, and I was correct.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong. And then there's Gus, who is basically a fanboy for humans.
Smosh has ruined me on the name Augustus.
Oh, really?
There's a character that Damien Haas plays who's an absolute nerd and like is known for collecting like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but all he's talking like, "Hello, my name is Augustus." That and the Grinch. I cannot unhear Augustus Mayhew.
Oh, jeez.
Here's your ring back.
Anyway, yeah, Gus is great, and it's kind of funny. What kicks off this episode is the fact that Luce gets fed like breadcrumbs about this magic school, and Ida being all rebellious and stuff. She's like, that place is for chumps.
Mm-hmm.
But
she describes high school pretty well.
She does.
Needless busy work. Blind obedience.
Yes. Yeah.
Accurate.
No, the only thing she was missing was some analogy to the fact that they teach you how to make food but not balance a checkbook.
Oh my God, yes.
Love how that, I don't even know if that's a joke that's applicable anymore with what's going on in high schools.
True. What do you think of those abominations?
I was kind of like, okay, so we need to make the thing livable. And then just like, I kind of saw it coming where I'm just like, her abomination sucks. I bet I know it's going to happen. And I just love how it was easily fooled there with the abomination is rule-based. I want to guess they were more, I would want to say, oh crap, now I can't think of golems. Where or I guess of the old. Oh, I can't think of what culture that version of golems. It's a cultural version of them that's just from that, where they kind of make it and it's like an avatar that listens to them. And yeah, it was an interesting version of Abomination. I really never hear Abomination unless I'm watching a Marvel thing. So it's interesting to finally hear it used in some other context other than just calling someone it.
Yeah. I've never really had to like properly explain what these things are, but they are kind of like sludge puppets, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that kind of makes the perfect disguise for Luz to smuggle her way into the school.
To the magic school.
I just love when she says, like, what? Like, I can fit in. These things, you know.
They're just a pile of parts.
I'm just a pile weird. Of parts. I talk weird.
It's perfect. Good Lord. And you also get the B plot that is King and Ada seeing who can win a bet if he can teach a slug to be a warrior by feeding it dog treats.
Who is a better teacher, King or Ada?
Or Ada.
As you'll see, at least in the first season, King has kind of a complex.
An inferiority complex, one might say.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Oh, he's adorable. I am not adorable! Okay, I am. Lord.
It is just funny how his style of like teaching is basically just feeding him all of the dog treats.
Yeah, all positive reinforcement through food, which works.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Good God.
I just love the like the wordplay in this episode, and also just the back and forth between Willow and Amity, who clearly doesn't like not being at the top.
No, who is just jealous of the fact that her Abomination.
Yes, he was a little star.
That was adorable. That was pretty cute. It honestly reminds me, as weird as this is, that Willow is Rey and Amity is Asuka. Like, the hair color's a little bit switched, but I see. Oh, yeah, no, it is good. And I was like, how much of a jerk is she going to be? It wasn't too bad, at least yet. So we'll see. The wordplay between them and their going back and forth, and her using the fact that she was proficient in a class that a student would be bad at because she's not good at it and wouldn't sign up for it in the first place. She's only superior because she knows what she's doing and the other one doesn't.
Yeah. It is a bit unfair to in this case kick Willow while she's down.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But like, haven't we all kind of been put in that situation before where we're totally flailing in a class or maybe just like an extracurricular activity that we're very much not interested in, but I don't know, there's some like ulterior reason for like your parents signing you up.
Me filling out my credits and any art class. Oh boy, did I have to fight to get through that garbage. I am happy I had friends that were helping me and doing it. Oh, that was a chore sometimes.
And then how like freeing it is once you're able to express yourself in your own way.
Yes.
Which just to give a little bit of tease for what's to come, you only saw a taste of Willow's abilities.
Oh, I imagine. I'm excited.
And then the other character who honestly gets better every time he appears, Principal Bump.
Yes.
He's wearing a demon as a hat. Or what at least it looked like. Rather odd fellow.
Yeah, the show has a lot of odd characters, and he's one of the greats. Now, I will say one thing about having the show having a school setting. That's one of the many studio notes that Dana was given. That, you know, she was kind of forced to have a school setting.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is about that is it did result in gaining these characters.
Yeah.
But and it just shows like how adaptable that Dana and her crew is. That even when she's handed like pretty obvious studio notes, they can still make the best out of it.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah, and you're gonna have Disney, of all places, be like, "Come up with something we could make merch for."
But they don't make it so.
Oh God, Lord!
They tried making some Owl House merch, but very few and far between.
That sounds about right. I think it's popular, but there is a how do I want to put this? Neither of you watch wrestling, so this is going to go completely over your heads. There is the owner that resigned in disgrace and then came back because he owned majority stake and made the shareholders bring him back as the head executive. Otherwise, he wouldn't sign a new TV deal and they would have lost all their money because he's a raving sex pest. Anyway, he has a big thing where that if it's not something or a wrestler's persona that got big from him making it himself, if someone got in wrestling, getting popular is called getting over. If someone else got over without his plan for them to get over, he typically punishes them. And won't make merch or put them in big matches or big storylines or nothing like that. And it's just like, I don't know if that's a similar situation with this, but you said the show was shopped around. It wasn't originally a Disney idea, so
yeah.
Anyway, just popped into my head.
Anyway, how do you like how this episode ended?
I did like how she's basically back to her roots, but she could still have different people learning. A wide-ranging cast of characters is always good, and she'll have different ways to handle things. So she's got a good setup for supporting cast.
Yeah. Plus, it's almost like each episode she picks up a little bit more of the lessons that Ida teaches her. You know, like how to be resourceful and how to get your first wanted ad.
Wanted.
Baby's first wanted ad.
The only thing was missing it was her pinning it up on the fridge.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was very, very good. I'm enjoying it so far.
Glad to hear it. And how should I say this without spoilers?
I know.
You know what? No, I'll save that for later. But next episode is a very Ida-centric episode, and this is where we start to get a little bit more lore. As you'll probably notice, Ida gets a lot of attention in the first season, and we will see more of that next time.
Gotcha.
But Misao, before we head out of here, how are you liking the rewatch so far?
Oh, just seeing them for the first time, and then like no one like what happened. So like they came such a long way. Some people. So hopefully you'll love them later on.
Oh, I probably will. It takes a lot for me to hate a character, unless they're meant to be hated.
Oh, don't worry.
We're
They're
not up to the people that are meant to be hated yet.
like you'll know when you see them.
Gotcha.
For now, this is a good bunch of characters.
Good.
And we will get more into that next time. But until then, Misao, where can everyone find you online?
You could find me on X, Twitter, wherever it's called at the time of this recording at Kibolo028.
Good Lord.
And Brock, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on, I'm still going to call it Twitter, just so that I can say that it's still called, because he's still called tweeting. I'm going to keep calling it Twitter.
It's called repost now. I don't get it either.
I'm going to call it Twitter just to be that person that still calls it Twitter. You can find me.
Who knows?
You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at Organoid0, or whatever the hell might be the in thing by then.
Whatever it's called when this is out on YouTube.
And you can find me on various social media at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Twitter at Ren Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube, on Podchaser. Subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. Need an escape? So do we. And until next time, peace out.